Springboro Police Department's Operation Santa is underway. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here in the Springboro Police Department with Officer Erin Nicely. Hi, Erin.
Hi.
And we're talking about Operation Santa, which is what?
Operation Santa is a program that the police department leads every Christmas. We take donations, and officers donate their time, and we go and buy Christmas presents for families that might need a little bit of Christmas cheer. It might be for financial reasons. It may be that there was a recent tragedy in the family. Anything that might help lift the spirits of some of our community members.
And that's such a wonderful goal, and you've been doing this for quite a few years.
Yes, since 1998 was the first year that they did it.
And it kind of started off as a small program and now has grown to how many families do you typically take care of each year?
On average, we try to take 5 to 10 families, but each family has multiple children, so there's usually around 20 children that we service every year.
And it's also spread out into the community, so you have not just police officers now, but the entire community is pitching in.
Yes, the community, the city employees. I've had people call and ask if they can donate and adopt a family that we have, so it's a lot of fun for us.
Well, let's walk people through that. So let's say I would like to make a donation. What's the best way to do that?
You can do that by contacting me through the police department, or you can drop off a donation to the police department directly. If you're donating an item such as a toy or a clothing item, you can just drop those off at the police department to my attention. Or if you wanted to donate cash, you could write a check to Operation Santa and drop that off at the police department as well.
So if you wanted to do a toy or something like that, do we need to call and get specifics or general toys, or what's best?
Some people do like to get specifics. We will take anything though, as long as it's new and unwrapped. If it's not something that we can use currently, we store it for next year because there might be a child next year that might need it.
Okay, and as we know, cash is always a great donation.
Yes.
That way you can go out and purchase things, because let's talk now about how do families come to your attention? How do you know about those families?
A lot of times the families are nominated and they may never know why they were nominated. It could be that,
a true secret Santa then.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It could be that an officer was at their house on a call and noticed, hey, they could use some cheering up, or they're having a rough time right now. I get several donations or nominations through our officers. I get nominations through the schools where I work with a lot. I get nominations through people just stopping in and nominating someone, and I may never know who it was that nominated them.
So if someone is aware of a family who could maybe use a little more cheer, contact you directly.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you've got donations, you've got some cash. Then I think the fun part comes, because then you get to go shopping.
Well, that's fun for most people. For me, that was kind of overwhelming thing to do, but luckily, like I said, our whole police department pitches in. So we did several shopping trips where several different members came and really showed up and helped shop. And I think we all had a lot of fun. We had to test some of the items.
Of course, all toys must be tested.
All toys must be tested, so there might be some pictures of us testing the items in the different stores, but we have to make sure they're safe for the kids, right?
Absolutely.
So I don't know if it ends up being more fun for the kids and the families that are recipients, or if it ends up being more fun for the officers that are involved in the clerks and dispatchers that help us out.
And then you have all your elves wrap the gifts, right?
Yes, and I've always been told that that was the most tedious task. Last year, we had 8 families, a total of 20 children that we serviced, and our entire police department was full of toys. And everybody said, oh, we're going to be here for hours and hours wrapping these toys. So I put the call out to the city, and the city showed up. We had all of the toys wrapped in 1 hour.
Wow.
I ran out of places to put people.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's how much people want.
Yeah, it just makes you feel good to help out. Okay, and so when is the deadline when you need to have nominations in, and for sure when you need to have gifts and cash in?
Deadline for nominations, we try to put a little bit earlier just so we can prepare for Christmas. We actually have a deadline of this Friday for nominations. If there's an emergency need, I'm not going to say no to an emergency. So if something comes up, we'll always take a look at that. We always take donations throughout the year. Okay. We get donations from Kona Ice throughout the year. We get donations from New Spring Church. I just got one this morning from the Optimist Club. And so we will never turn down a donation any time of year.
All right, so keep on giving, I guess it's the season.
Yes.
So give us your contact information so that if people wanted to drop in, they could just stop by the police department at any time and drop off a check, right?
Yes, or they can call me at 937-748-0611. That's the police department phone number, and they can be transferred out to my voicemail or transferred to me directly if I'm not on anything. Or you can email me at anicley@springboro.org.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for coordinating this. I know it's a big effort. It's not something that just happens overnight. You've been working on this for several weeks already,
Yes.
right? And then again, donations year round.
Yes.
Okay, well, happy holidays to you. And I
Happy
hope
holidays.
all of the children I know will have a very Merry Christmas. Oh, we forgot to say what happens once you get the gifts. We can't close the show. Santa delivers, right? Yes.
Well, we have an in with the big man. So once Christmas comes, we don't go on Christmas Day because obviously people want to be with their families. This year, Christmas is on a Wednesday, so the Monday before, the volunteer officers and I will load the presents into the cruisers. We will load,
Which I guess is also Santa's sleigh.
yes, Santa's special sleigh for Springboro. And we will load Santa into a cruiser. And our special reindeer Blue is coming this year.
Oh, yay.
And then depending on how many families, I coordinate with the families as to kind of a time frame when we might show up. And Santa comes ringing his bell with his elves and brings the bag of gifts through the door, and the kids get to, visit with Santa for a little bit and open some of their presents, and we save the rest for the family to enjoy on Christmas.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for coordinating that special Christmas cheer.
Thank you.
And for more information, you can always visit our website, which is ci.springboro.oh.us, or check us out on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Happy ho-ho holidays. We'll see you next time.